Alright, so how's it going everybody? And today we're taking a look at the best CPU GPU combos. So we're gonna make this short and sweet, and please press on the like button, subscribe, and without wasting any more time, let's get to it because it's gonna be a long list in my opinion. So first up, we got the APU versions. We got the Ryzen 5 4600G and the Ryzen 5 5600Gs. So these are the only APUs that make sense getting, if you decided to build a budget PC for around $300 to $350. I wouldn't go over that when it comes to the pricing. It will get the job done, it will give you really good experience, but it's not the best gaming experience here. But yeah, this is something to also take a look at if you are interested. Now we're looking at the Ryzen 3 4100 and the Ryzen 5 4500, and these CPUs are budget CPUs, of course, for an entry-level gaming PCs. When it comes to the Ryzen 3 4100, the sky, you can go all the way up to something like an RTX 2060 Super or an RX 6600. There will be some bottlenecking, but it will not harm you that much. When it comes to the Ryzen 5 4500, you can go all the way up to something like an RTX 4060 or an RTX 4060 Ti, but I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, this will make a really good CPU GPU combo. It will get the job done. But yeah, there is a lot of limitations. You're not getting the best experience when it comes to, high FPS gaming. But when it comes to the budget gaming, 1080p ultra settings, 1080p medium to high settings, you're getting really good experience. But if you wanted to have, no bottlenecking, if you wanted to have the highest FPS, I wouldn't go for that. If you want to, slightly have better performance, you can go with the Ryzen 5 3600. And with the 3600, I would go all the way up to a 6700 XT, no problem. But yeah, there will also be bottlenecking. But this is a really capable 1440p CPU GPU combo if you decided to go all the way up to the 6700 XT. But this is mainly a 1080p PC, in my opinion, if you went with the Ryzen 5 3600. Now next up, we got the Ryzen 5 5600, and the highest end GPU I would go for is basically the RTX 4070 or the RX 6700 XT. I believe the RTX 4070 is a bit of a stretch, but if you want to get the best experience, go with the RX 6800 or 6800 XT, because if you decided to go over that, you'll have some really noticeable bottlenecking in my experience. But going with something like RX 6800 will make a really good 1440p CPU GPU combo. But since the 6800 is not viable right now, yeah, there isn't much to be said here. Going with 6700 XT makes a really good CPU GPU combo. Now going up to 1440p high FPS gaming, you have the 13400F and the Ryzen 5 7600. The 13400F, I wouldn't go over something like a 4070. I would never pair this CPU with a 4070 Ti. So 4070 is my limit there, or maybe a 6950 XT or 6900 XT, because this is a cheap CPU. And this is for the people who are already on the LGA 1700 and want to do some upgrading. But when it comes to the 7600, I will go all the way up to something like an RTX 4070 Ti and the 7900 XT. I wouldn't go with the RTX 4080 because I'd save that for the better CPUs. But yeah, this will give you a really decent experience. It will not have any bottlenecking compared to something like 5800 X3D, for example, and you are good to go there. Now, when it comes to the higher end CPUs, we have the i5 13600K or KF, or i7 12700K if you decided to have it on sale, and the Ryzen 7 7700. Now this CPU GPU combo will take me all the way up to a 7900 XTX or an RTX 4080. It's more than enough for a CPU GPU combo of that kind. You are gonna have really good 1440p experience. I'm so into the Ryzen 7 7700 for the CPU performance it provides and the GPU equivalent, or the GPU drive that it can handle. You'll not be bottlenecked. You are gonna have a really great gaming performance. And yeah, I'll leave it to you, but going with any of the two CPUs or any of the two GPUs will get the job done, and anything lower, of course. Now when it comes to the highest end CPU that I recommend to you guys is the Ryzen 7 7800 X3D, and you can go all the way up to an RTX 4090, or you can go with a GPU that's on sale. Yeah, the 7800 X3D is the fastest CPU out here, and it is the best CPU for gaming and 4K gaming or high FPS gaming. It's the best of all, actually, the jack of all trades. And the RTX 4090 really speaks for itself, or if you decide to go for the RTX 4080 or have better performance than any of the slower CPUs out there, the V-Cache really gives it a bigger edge than any other CPU. So yeah, that's been it. If you like the video, press on the like button. A really quick video, I know that, but yeah, I had to make it short and sweet. See you in the next one, and peace.